see for a company like us?
Well, first of all, you have a great product. That makes all the difference.
And we got to tell everybody you're a product of the product.
Well, I am a product of the product. I went to see your Health and Scientific Center and the dedication of your scientists there and how they were thinking about how they could create a product that actually did what it said it was supposed to do, and to make sure that it was absolutely dedicated to a scientific basis, that it understood what it is in people's bodies that requires them to have certain nutrients. And I was very impressed, truly impressed. And I have now seen also the dedication of the people that work for you, and it's a very kind of inclusive operation. And I like the idea of an American product being helpful to people in other parts of the world. And so it has every combination of things that I like. It's a very good product, delivered by really good people.
One of the things that our distributors are working very hard to do is take our business opportunity to really to the lowest socioeconomic level. We've got these things called nutrition clubs going, and these home-based businesses are starting, where people are inviting people over, and they're replacing a bad meal. And we see this as an opportunity to go into markets worldwide. Where do you think we need to focus more?
I have been to those places, believe me. I have seen people that are dirt poor that then spend money on things that are not healthy.
And they're in a cycle.
And it's a cycle. I've also seen that people can't find a job. So the combination of you helping people to have a healthy nutritional meal that is not that expensive, that is provided to them by people who also want a job, is a totally win-win situation. I think the way, in America, I think a lot of people see it as a way to lose weight. I can testify to that.
Right.
But I think in other places, people need to see it more as a nutritional way to live, that it is a way that they can get a good meal that provides them with the basic life. I mean, the hardest part, I have to tell you, Michael, is we all diet and other people are starving. And you actually have a product that deals with both.
It's kind of amazing.
It is kind of amazing. And so I think that we have to all explain throughout the world that you have a product that provides a basic nutritional package. I think that women are a huge undervalued resource in every country. And I have believed that when women are politically and economically empowered, societies are more stable. But it's not simple. It wasn't simple for me. The default drive is that you don't know how to do the job. And so you have to prove it from the very beginning. I do think women work very, very hard. The part that I like about what you do with Herbalife is women are very good at interpersonal relations and of really developing a relationship with the person that they're dealing with. And I think that the kind of sales operation that Herbalife has is the one that really allows women to shine in terms of explaining and good about family health and nutrition. That's kind of what women do on a daily basis. And so I think they are a very natural sales force for you. One of the things I have to tell you that I found interesting, I've studied democracy my whole life, is that during various parts of the Cold War, companies that actually had people that worked within a community, that were able to distribute a product within a community, were also purveyors of democracy. We found that. I can do a whole study for you.
Because of the empowerment?
Because the empowerment and having the capability of making decisions about their own lives, and they talk to somebody and they say, you could do that.
Yeah, one of the things that we see a lot of times is women are attracted to Herbalife first, and there's a skeptical spouse sitting there and going, oh, well, I don't know, you know, this Herbalife thing and all this. And then the woman starts reaching into her community, gets involved in clubs and socialization of our product on a very local level, sees her friends, we call it circle of influence, and then the income starts to happen. And all of a sudden the husband shows up, and I'm not saying that happens all the time, but it's very interesting, and we've seen it many, many times in our company, and it actually creates a bigger bond between the husband and wife. They can do it together. It's an empowering thing. It lifts both of them. Usually their incomes improve tremendously, especially the harder they work and the more of a network that they build. And so it's something special. I see globally, corporations not able to employ the way they once did. Governments not able to sustain the amount of people on welfare rolls. And I look at that and say, you know, this company is at a magical intersection, the ability to get people off the healthcare system, whatever country we're in, and support themselves. But as you look in your experience in this company, what are our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, if you will?
Well, let me just say that, speaking diplomatically, the world is a mess. That is a diplomatic term of art. I don't think I've ever seen as complicated situation. Basically, it is difficult. But it is exactly, I think, that out of that difficulty and challenge, it's a huge opportunity for Herbalife and for companies that have the capability of delivering a message that says you can help yourself, that things may look grim or whatever, and people are talking about huge government fiscal packages and various things like that. Ultimately, I think what Herbalife does and the way that you are conceiving of the workforce, it is people saying, okay, I can do something myself to improve my life. I think the problems that are out there that we all have to work on is that there is a protectionist sentiment in the world, which is that whenever things are not good economically, people say, well, let's kind of just worry about ourselves and not worry about everybody else. And so as we put on regulations to keep out certain products out of the United States, there is the reciprocal thing that happens somewhere else that may have nothing to do with Herbalife. It just has to do with whatever the trade situation is. And so I think that it's very important to understand the regulatory systems in other countries and to understand the international climate in which you're operating. There's some suspicion of the U.S. just flat. I mean,
Period.
As wonderful as I've been saying it is to have an American product, in some places it is a problem. You have the double problem, I think, of proving that a product is a good product and it's an American product. In other places, it's a great advantage.